The whole Bran Castle, you look at it, it's on top of everything that you can see all around, right? Probably it's a nice takeoff spot also for vampires. That's why Dracula had to fly. He didn't want the stairs. Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, was a 15th century warlord in what today is Romania in southeastern Europe. When Vlad II was called to a diplomatic meeting in 1442 with the Ottoman Sultan Murad II, he brought his young sons Vlad III and Radu along. But the meeting, they didn't know, was actually a trap. All three were arrested and held hostage. The elder Vlad was released under the condition that he leaves his sons behind to assure his loyalty with Murad II. He was the second son of Vlad Dracula. Vlad and his younger brother Radu were held as hostages in the Ottoman Empire in 1442 to secure their father's loyalty. While Vlad and Radu were in Ottoman hands, Vlad's father was fighting to keep his place as the leader of Wallachia, a fight that he would eventually lose. In 1448, Vlad embarked on a campaign to regain his father's seat from the new ruler Vladislav II. Vlad III's political and military tact truly came to the forefront amid the fall of Constantinople in 1453. Vlad, who had already solidified his anti-Ottoman position, was proclaimed the leader of Wallachia in 1456. Vlad is notorious for the use of impaling as a form of execution. Vlad impaled thousands of men and women. In June 1462, Vlad impaled thousands of men and women during his epic battle against the Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II. The Turkish army approached the city of Targoviste and had the breath slammed out of it by a scene from hell. Across roughly 1 mile, 23,844 captives have been impaled in a semicircle to cast fear to those who want to cross his path. And because of this, his name was forever etched in history as one of the most brutal leaders on this planet. Vlad the Impaler, whose bloodthirsty acts inspired the world's most famous vampire, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Few names has cast more terror into the human heart than Dracula, the legendary vampire created by author Bram Stoker for his 1897 novel. It inspired countless blood-curdling horror movies, television shows, and other tales of bloody vampires. But the man that inspires the legendary vampire was more sinister and bloodthirsty than that. He was considered as one of the most evil men in history. Vlad III, commonly known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula, is considered one of the most important rulers in Wallachian history and a national hero of Romania. And today, we will visit one of his castles, and boy, was it not an easy journey.
Can you imagine? Yeah. So, this is the way. How come the good places and the places you want to see, they always have to be hard. And I have to go up more. Anyway, that's the castle already, right there. So going up. If I don't go up, I'll never hear the end of this story. That once upon a time, I was already near Vlad the Impaler to see the house of the Count Dracula. But it's beautiful here, yeah? Yeah, just take a look at that. See? This is the part of the area of the Count. That's the Count Dracula. Slow down, please. Para mga awa sa akin. 1 hour. Yeah. All those. At maganda, maghirap ka. Bakit sa'yo? Maganda ka. Hindi naman ako nahirapan.
Enjoy.
I'm trying to. Hey man, say hello to the Philippines. Hello Philippines. This better be worth it. Do you think the Count will wake up?
Did you know that the name Dracula was given to Vlad's father Vlad II by his fellow knights, who belonged to a Christian crusading order known as the Order of the Dragon? Dracul translates to dragon in Romanian. The Order of the Dragon was devoted to one task: the defeat of the Ottoman Empire. It was during this period of rule that he committed the atrocities for which he was best known. His penchant for impaling his enemies on stakes in the ground and leaving them to die earned him the name Vlad the Impaler.
It's hard going down. Yeah, I know. It's dangerous. Huh? How was your experience? Huh? He has a lot of secret doors and passages. Dark little stairs that only one person can fit. You know, that's the only thing. And you know, there are many circular stairs that goes up and down. It's quite difficult, but you know, that's the Bran Castle. But they, you know, they interchange it with Bram, like Bram Stoker, the one who made the movie Count.
Our tourist guide refused to enter the castle, and he never told us why at first. And after only our tour, that I understood why.
Believe it or not, do you believe this is the one? That's what they say. They say it's a replica. The real one is 150 kilometers away from here. But it's all ruins already. Yeah, well, that's what the story is. Others say, no, this is the one. I don't know. But this is privately owned. So, whether it's for money or not, I leave it up to you to believe it or not.
The alleged real castle of Vlad the Impaler was reduced into rubble. Not a good tourist site that most would want to see. Even so, the Bran Castle that we visited was said to be one of the castles that was once owned by Vlad.
That's why Dracula had to fly. He didn't want the stairs. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. Can you imagine if he had to walk all those stairs? That's how high this castle is. So, you know, we gotta go down.
In 1476, with the support of the leader of Moldavia, Stephen III the Great, Vlad made one last effort to reclaim his seat as ruler of Wallachia. He successfully stole back the throne, but his triumph was short-lived. Later that year, while marching to yet another battle with the Ottomans, Vlad and a small vanguard of soldiers were ambushed, and Vlad was killed. According to Leonardo Botta, Milan's ambassador to Buda, now known as Budapest of Hungary, the Ottomans dismembered his corpse into pieces and paraded it back to Constantinople, to the hands of Sultan Mehmed II, to be displayed over the city's guests. Constantinople now is known as the city of Istanbul in Turkey.
This is the hard part, going down. Hirap tumanda. Well, we have to go slow. You know what? It's really hard when it's wet. Whether it's true or not. Bram Stokers. This is the town of Bran. Bram Stoker did the movie, and he's never been here. Can you imagine? Yeah. So, this is the way. All right? Sure. Down. So, from the Bran Castle, which is here, you know, this is how the Count lived his life. On top of the world, on his own locality. And whether the story is true or not, I leave it up to you to believe it or not. From Bran Castle, live your life!